somewhere along the way, we started believing something that just isn't true. It's that if you're anxious, you don't trust God. That if you're depressed, your faith is broken. Or that if you struggle, you're failing. But that's not what Scripture shows. Some of the most faithful people in the Bible, they didn't just face hardship, they unraveled completely. They battled panic and depression and the silence of God. And so if you felt overwhelmed or exhausted or undone, you're not failing. You're walking in the path carved by many faithful before you. You take David, for example. David, the man after God's own heart, he didn't just fight giants. He fought depression and anxiety. He broke down. He wrote, "My heart is in anguish within me. Fear and trembling have beset me. Horror has overwhelmed me." That's not just worry. That to me sounds like a full-blown panic attack. Later, in the grips of despair, he would cry out, "How long, Lord, will you forget me? Will you forget me forever? How long must I wrestle with my own thoughts day after day and have sorrow in my heart?" Elijah who called down fire from heaven and stood against 450 prophets. 450 just facing them by himself. And he won, and God showed up in a miraculous way. And yet he collapsed after it from one threat from a pagan queen. He told God, "I've had enough, Lord, take my life." That's not just exhaustion, that is suicidal despair. But God didn't shame him. He let Elijah sleep. He fed him. He whispered that you're not alone. And Elijah wasn't finished. God still had more for him to do. Take Jeremiah, the weeping prophet, who once said, "Cursed be the day that I was born. Why did I ever come out to the womb to see trouble and sorrow?" He carried what we call long-haul grief, but he kept praying. He kept showing up, and God kept using him. And even Paul, used by Jesus to change the world, he admitted at one point, he and his group, we were under such great pressure, far beyond our ability to endure, that we despaired of life itself. But in that dark place, he learned to rely on God, not on himself, but the one who raises the dead. Even Jesus, sinless and divine, was crushed under the weight. My soul, he said, was overwhelmed with sorrow to the point of death. He staggered. He wept. He begged for another way, and still, he brought it all to the Father. So what does this mean for us? Well, it means that mental and emotional pain, it certainly doesn't disqualify you. It puts you in the company of some pretty faithful: David, Elijah, Jeremiah, Paul, even Jesus. Each of them brought their pain to God, their fear, their sorrow, their breakdown. And God met them, not after they had pulled themselves together, but right in the middle of the mess. He didn't turn away. He drew close. So just be encouraged. You are not too broken to be used. You're not too anxious to be loved, and you are not too far gone to be held. It's in the breakdown that we meet the breaker of chains. And his power doesn't avoid your cracks, it shines brightest through them.